Hey, I'm just going to talk for a minute about what the Wild Human concept is, the Wild Human Initiative, the Wild Human Group, what it is to be a wild human, for anybody out there who's just wondering. So, okay. Only thing a wild human is somebody who feels like being an actual, authentic, wild human is different than what mainstream society tells us it is to be a human. Wild humans feel it in their hearts that things are way out of whack, way out of balance, that we are not being our true, authentic selves by having to be wage slaves and consumers and numbers and follow these routines and patterns that are so programmed and digitized, like traffic lights. You know, we're all totally programmed to just stop when it's red and go when it's green, even if there's no other cars and no people around and no cops. We're trained like robots. Wild humans just see those things as a guide, just a guideline, you know, to advise you, and then you make your own decision. Of course, we believe you should follow the law when it involves safety and respect for other people, but wild humans are much more likely to think for themselves and make their own decision, you know. And as far as common consensus about things that happen, you know, wild humans tend to see everything as a red flag or a red herring, you know, some kind of cover story, and we want to dig deeper for the truth. We don't want to just accept what the media says, what the government says, what religion says. We want to look at what's really going on and really think about it and decide for ourselves. Wild humans also tend to like to rewild their lives. They like to eat food that resonates with their bodies so that they feel better than just going to McDonald's or something. Tend to make conscious decisions about immunizations. Tend to turn off the radio when it's playing a bunch of junk. Turn on Spotify and play an actual cool playlist like the old mixtapes. Actually pay attention to the phases of the moon. Pay attention to what people are really saying. Actions speak louder than words. Can't take people at face value. And on and on and on and on. Wild humans also aren't scared to just get out there and do something. We don't just talk about flying signs, jugging for gas, busking, traveling. We actually put ourselves out there and do it. You know, we're not afraid to camp as a lifestyle. We're not afraid to hitchhike. We're not afraid to train hop. We're not afraid to dumpster dive. If we're hungry, we need to get somewhere, or we need to rest for the night, we're going to do it. We're not just going to boo-hoo and go to a shelter and, you know, apply for food stamps and let the government in on every aspect of our lives because they need to be our daddy because we got to suck on the Uncle Sam's titties. We're going to try to get together with other humans in a tribal way. Another thing about wild humans is we like to have fun. We like to spin fire, do hacky sack, play music, you know, stuff that's actually fun. Not going to the movies, going to the mall, going to whatever the government is saying we should do, like go to a parade and go to the PTA, you know. And that's another thing. We tend to homeschool our children and educate ourselves. So being a human is about, being a wild human is about making our own choices. If we want to be Babylonians and follow the program, that's fine too, you know. But we do it with heart. We do it with intention. We do it consciously, knowing the sacrifice that we are making to be a wage slave and a consumer in order to gather the resources to distribute them more fairly to the people and the things that we really care about. We see the world is all fucked up and we don't just sit around and bitch about it. We actually get out there and do something about it, and a lot of times we go to jail for it. You know, if we see someone being hassled, we might create a ruckus just to run interference so that that person can get away, because we can afford to go to jail for a bit. You know, Or we get out there and protest, or we get out there and we form a collective, or we get out there and we do something to create the change that we wish to see in the world. We also know that small miracles can change the world. We know that if we toss someone $1, they could spend it on booze or drugs, and so what? That's their decision, that's what they need. We're not going to withhold from them because we think they should spend it a certain way that's advocated by society. You know, we're going to share what we have. We're going to give someone our hat on a cold day. We're going to give someone our favorite blanket. We're going to give someone our only jacket. If they need it more than we do, we have it, they can have it. So these are some of the things that being a wild human is about. For 10 years now, we have been a cyber tribe online with me doing all the work, all of it, you know, and everyone else being inspired and awakened and enjoying it. The time has come for us to band together in real life, collectively. I get letters from people every day asking what we're doing in Asheville and how they can plug in and how they can come visit the land. And guess what? We don't have any land. We don't have anything really going on because it's just me. If we band together, we can make real stuff happen. Wild human style stuff. I outlined the vision 10 years ago. 10 years ago. That's just a blink of an eye in history. But for me, it's a big chunk of my life that I have loved sharing with you all. I really want to give you a call to action, to contact me, to bond together, to do some stuff. Let's make a video documentary series. Let's organize some events. Let's go on tour together. Let's do something and make it real. Stay human. Become a wild human if you're not one already, and spread the word. Take care. Damn that